Once upon a time, in a small village nestled amidst lush greenery, there lived a young monk named Siddhartha. Siddhartha was deeply revered for his wisdom and insight, and people from far and wide sought his guidance in their quest for happiness and inner peace. One day, a troubled visitor approached Siddhartha, seeking his advice on how to control his thoughts. Siddhartha smiled warmly and invited the visitor to sit down. He began by explaining that thoughts, like wild horses, have a tendency to run wild and untamed if left uncontrolled. However, Siddhartha emphasized that it was not about suppressing or eradicating thoughts altogether, but rather about directing and channelizing them in a positive manner. He shared a beautiful story to illustrate his point. In this story, there was once a young musician who possessed a remarkable talent for playing the flute. Whenever he played, the melody transported listeners to a realm of tranquility and serenity. However, the musician's mind was often plagued by distracting thoughts, making it difficult for him to focus on his music. One day, the musician sought the guidance of a wise old master. The master listened attentively to the musician's predicament and then handed him a bunch of colorful balloons. He instructed the musician to write down his thoughts on small slips of paper and attach them to the balloons. The musician was then asked to release the balloons one by one into the vast sky. As the balloons floated higher and higher, the musician watched intently as his thoughts slowly disappeared from sight. With each balloon released, the musician felt a sense of liberation, as if a weight had been lifted off his shoulders. He realized that thoughts, like balloons, are transient in nature. They come and go. By acknowledging them and releasing them, he could regain control over his mind. Siddhartha concluded the story by explaining that just as the musician found freedom by letting go of his thoughts, so too can we achieve peace of mind by not clinging to our thoughts. Rather than allowing our thoughts to overpower us, we can observe them with a sense of detachment, acknowledging their presence without becoming entangled in them. In this way, we can gain mastery over our thoughts and redirect them towards positive and beneficial pursuits. So, if you find yourself grappling with a flurry of thoughts, remember the tale of the musician and the balloons. Embrace a mindful approach, allowing your thoughts to float away like colorful balloons, and discover the liberating power of directing your mind towards inner peace and happiness. Thanks for watching AM Power Motivation and Stories.